This country is a better place because of big brothers and big sisters. And Barbara Sempura has devoted 30 years to proving it in Southwestern Illinois. Bigs, as they're called, can be a company president, a lawyer, or a teenager. We often think of bigs as adults, but more than half of them are teens who interact with their charges after school. Acting as companions, mentors, and above all, role models, teens can have an enormous impact on the lives of their littles. A youth matched with a big for a year is more likely to avoid drugs and violent behavior, and less likely to skip school. As the third of 11 children, Barbara Sempura was truly a big sister before she launched this opportunity for hundreds of little sisters and brothers. Stroll through the aisles. Everywhere you look, exciting new ideas for kitchens and baths. On hand to make your redecorating dreams come true, experienced designers and master craftsmen. Every project is an exercise in pleasing the customer. No surprises? Standard. Exceed expectations? The rule. Make me happy is a company mantra and an invitation to customers to ask questions and make notes about the project. Gary and Dave Callier epitomized the tradition of excellence established by their father. 5 of their kids, involved in diversified operations, are pledged to carry on the tradition. Hundreds of stunning installations throughout St. Louis bear witness to the realization of that tradition and that the future is in good hands. It's a name that has become synonymous with Eyecare in the St. Louis area. And it all started out on Clarkson Road in Ellisville. Dr. Lawrence Jailing and his wife, Dr. Lynette Louis, sought ways to extend the reach of their successful practice. They enlisted like-minded practitioners in a cooperative endeavor dedicated to superior patient service. Combined services include a centralized computer facility, a glasses manufacturing center, and corporate advertising. But these are only surface benefits. More important is the ability to provide advanced doctor training, state-of-the-art equipment, and a riveting focus on their mission. We help people see better and live better, healthier lives. The Jailing's dream continues. It started as a dream of a mother with a child in need, a small group of people who cared for those with mental illness. Within a year, Crider Health Center will occupy this new facility in Wentzville. Meantime, the caring goes on in other Crider centers like the Headway Clubhouse in St. Charles. Every day, 50 or so of its 200 members attend classes in industrial skills and interpersonal relationships. Under the direction of the energetic manager, Jenny Nord, 8 dedicated clubhouse staff members devote their time and talents to nurturing their charges. The driving force of Crider Health Centers is Dr. Carl Wilson. Brought on board by Mrs. Crider 30 years ago, Wilson has broadened the original focus on mental health to include primary health and retirement care in 10 facilities in a 4-county area. The story is made for the recession. He has a degree in accounting, a wife, 2 kids, a mortgage, and no job. So he starts washing windows. That was 30 years ago, and some hard lessons passed. One lesson was that schedules must be kept, no exceptions, so he devised a system to ensure timeliness. Recognition was another key. Make people feel good about themselves. It works for the people who clean the windows, and it works for their bosses. There are now a couple of hundred bosses in 167 fish window cleaning centers in 210 markets across the country. Mike puts it this way: sparkling windows aren't just a reflection on your business, they're a reflection on ours. Awesome is a word that is overused, but not when describing the facilities of Fry-Wagner. the 101-year-old Midwestern moving and storage giant. Yet the size and impeccable reputation of this huge United Van Lines agent is built upon people. People who undergo intensive technical training. Equally important, every employee subscribes to and carries a 6-point customer bill of rights. The training is continuous, and results are measured by field observation and by customer experience as measured by an independent agency. Constantly upgraded technology contributes quality, safety, shipment tracking, and on-time delivery. Fry-Wagner, excellence on the road. Scott Air Force Base maintains a rigorous vendor rating system. Only suppliers with the highest ratings earn their business. One of those suppliers is Belleville's Gerold Moving and Warehousing Company. President Al Crawford is proud to be a participant in worldwide relocation of personnel and equipment for Scott Air Force Base, the Department of Defense, and the GSA. But long before the Air Force moved here, Gerold was a St. Louis area hauler. The 100-year tradition of customer service now includes client evaluation of every move. Sales Vice President Dean Hart says he doesn't have to sell. His calls consist of data gathering and management of the customer's expectations. As a Wheaton worldwide moving agent, Al Crawford lives its business philosophy. We move your life. It's what we like to think of as the American dream. Tired of working for others, the young couple strikes out on their own. 9 years ago, Jim and Stacy Maniage bought the equipment and customer list from a friend to become the St. Louis area dealer-distributor for the Gutter Cover Company. The Maniages base their business on trust. No pressure selling, full and candid disclosures, referencing the BBB, careful installation, and impeccable cleanup. Jim personally checks every job. In a type of business that doesn't seem susceptible to referrals, his sincerity and obvious concern for his clients' satisfaction result in calls from clients who've moved and from their friends and neighbors who haven't. Have you ever wondered what happens when a bulb burns out way up there? That's when companies large and small call Lighting Service Incorporated. Owners George Irwin and Don Bachman are quick to point out that half their name is service. They drive this home in weekly meetings with inside and outside people. Servicemen are trained, then reminded to go the extra step, to look for opportunities to help a customer. Among the benefits reinforcing their commitment to service, the company matches their 401k contributions. In the forefront of greener illumination, Lighting Service cut the wattage use in its own warehouse in half, resulting in brighter, safer, softer lighting. Satisfying clients can be an art, and Mosby Building Arts has made an art of satisfying clients with beautiful results for over 60 years. You've probably heard the experienced voice of Scott Mosby, son of the founder, on the Home Improvement Show on KMOX Radio every Saturday morning. He utilizes his extensive carpentry and home enhancement background to answer callers' questions. Mosby team members have the same hands-on background and share Scott's passion for fulfilling customers' dreams. This year's sales increases indicate that now more than ever, homeowners are seeking proven remodeling options. Over 60 people thrive in Mosby's new location, inspired by a customer-focused response system. The key to their open, friendly approach to both clients and their fellow employees. As the population ages, choices engulf the next generation. Few are as welcome as dedicated personal care, a lesson learned firsthand by Kit Whittington when she eased her grandmother's final days. She codified her experience into a curriculum of tender, loving care for the 130 full-time caregivers of Seniors Home Care. It begins with her assessment of need. The detailed analysis, fortified by her professional nurse's intuition, becomes the prescription for the extent of care. From periodic conversations to 24/7 immersion in the client's welfare. No one is more grateful for Seniors Home Care than the client's loving family.